Hey guys, it's MrCrayfish, and just a little disclaimer before I start this video today. This project that I'm working on is for school and it's not actually meant for you guys, but I thought I would share it anyway because you guys would be interested in developing games or stuff like that, or seeing me develop a game. Practically this video just goes over the progress, and I'm going to be doing this throughout the whole development of this game that I'm creating, so there's going to be more videos. So if you do like this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, this is Casey, and for my major project I am going to be creating a game, and how I thought I would document my progress was to create videos. So this game that I'm creating is going to be developed in Flash CS5, and I've also learnt how to code an action script from these previous tasks, and that's been very helpful. So what I'm going to be showing in this video today is what I've done so far, and this is kind of the aim of each of these videos as previously stated. Now I've developed a basic engine. It's not complete yet, there's still a lot to do, but what the engine will do is it practically controls the whole game. Practically, so I can change the level, I can add in new mobs, I can add in new tiles into the game. As you can see on here, we've got like wood and grass. We can add new tiles very easily with this engine that I have developed so far. So first up we have the main class here. This is the first class that gets loaded when you actually start up the game, and we have our loading method here, which loads up, it sets the current level just to a test map that I've got over here. We're initializing the screen, which controls the display. We got a key handler, which handles the controls, the movement of the player. We're creating a new player, and we're just passing this class and the screen, the player layer, which I've actually got layers on here. As you probably can't see it, but the player is rendering on a separate layer to the actual background here, and then we're just rendering the player, and then we're also adding an event listener, which this is the game loop. This will be able to control, if I need to update anything like a timer, or I need to anything like that, like a timer or the player position or a mob position on the screen, I'll be able to put that into here. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail with the coding, but this here updates the position from the main class here, so player.update position. This links off to this function here, which just checks if a certain key on the keyboard is down. So if I press the down button, what this will do is it will check for a collision. It will change the player sprite to face downwards. As you can see, it's facing downwards. That's right, that's left, that's up. It will clear the player render, so it needs to get rid of the previous one, and then update it. It will increment the player Y position by the player speed, and then it will render the player. So that's what that does practically, and that's done for each direction, so down, up, left and right. What I was saying about the layers is we've got different layers. So we've got a terrain layer, which is this one that you see on the background right now. We've got an object layer, and this is going to be stuff like flowers, trees, maybe furniture in the houses and stuff like that. And then we've just got the player layer on top, which is the one the player is moving on right now, or it's getting rendered to. This stuff here just scales up so it looks bigger. If I didn't do that, it would be a very small game screen. We're just rendering the current level here, and then we're just adding the terrain layer and the player layer to the actual game, so you can actually see it. If I didn't add that, you wouldn't be seeing anything at the moment. Now this is the tile class, and we've got 5 tiles at the moment. So we got grass, which is that background bit there that you see. We got dirt, which is the path. We got stone, which is this down here. We got wood, which is that, and then a void tile, which will be, say, like if I want to create a smaller map, I'll be able to surround the map with a void tile, and then the player won't be able to go there. So that just gets initialized. These variables here get initialized by that. This here just checks, or just lets me know if the block is solid, and this is actually passed to the collision algorithm. So if a block is solid, don't let me walk there. So as you can see, I've set the stone and the wood to solid, and you can see that I can't actually walk into the wood or the stone. And that last one just renders out the tile onto the screen. This is our level class, and this is where we can add new levels into the game. Here I'll be able to control the level that is currently being displayed on screen. It will also allow me to add exits into the map. So say this down here is an exit, I'll be able to walk into the exit and then go to another map. Now what you see on this screen here is actually generated from a little image file, and what this getTile function does is it will get the pixel on that little image and then it will render out the tile onto the screen. Then this render map method will just render that, or it will get the tile, then it will render the tile, which is rendered through the tile class down here. Then the last class that we have is the game sprite, and this is where we actually get the textures for the terrain and the player currently at the moment. I'm going to be adding a lot more, so more tiles equals more sprites. Here we just have this is actually just getting the terrain bitmap, which is a 256 by 256 image, and each tile is 16 by 16 pixels. It's splitting it up using a image slicer I found on the internet, and I will link that in my evaluation or wherever. I'm not sure where it's going to go. Now the last thing that I wanted to... Now as I said before, I wanted to show you actually how this getTile actually, how it actually kind of works. So what we're going to do is we're going to open the file which actually the map is getting the pixels from. So we're getting the tile which is getting the pixels from the image, and I'll show you the image which that's getting the pixels from. So here is the image that is used to render out the map on this side. Oops. And it's practically a little teeny small file. This is only 16 by 16, and the real size of this is actually, let's go to 100%. That's like the actual real size right there. So it's a very small file, or it's a really small image, and what it does is it individually gets each pixel. So it gets that one, then it gets that one, then it gets that one, then it gets that one, and then it will check what color that actually is, and whichever color it is, it will render out that tile that it's corresponding to. Now we can actually change this up if we want. Now I'm not going to get rid of all the colors because I don't actually know all the colors that I have got, so I've actually saved each color so I can actually reference it later on when designing maps. So I'm just going to put these up here. All of them, oh yeah, it's just the grass one. So what we're going to do is we're going to design a new map real quickly just to show you how this kind of level editing function actually works. What I think I might have is maybe we might have like a little house here. I don't know. Have like a door. You could have like an entrance going up here. And then yeah, that's just like our little teeny house. And then we might have, say, we'll get the dirt, and we'll bring the dirt coming like that. And we also will bring that like that. And we'll also put maybe like a stone, I don't know. We'll have like a stone bit here. Now I'm going to be spawning there just because that's how it works just so far, so I won't actually cover it all up. So here we won't actually be able to get there because it's surrounded by this stone which is solid. Now we'll go ahead and we will save. Actually, we need to move that block or we're going to get stuck in it. So we'll just put that as grass there. So I'll go ahead, press save, go back into the game, close it off. We will, it's already updated, so we'll go ahead and I think if I just load up the game, will that, okay. I think that did something wrong. So here's the map that we just created, and I had to fix up the color. The program that I'm using didn't actually get the correct color, so what it was doing is it was just rendering the whole entire screen as stone because it was an unknown tile. The reason for that is because it didn't actually have that pixel color in the getTile function here, so these are the colors that we need to actually be able to render out certain stuff. So the stone, the grass, or that's the grass, dirt, stone and the wood. Those colors weren't actually matching, so it was just setting it as a void tile. So here it is, and as you can see, we can walk along here, we can go into the house, all the collisions work perfectly, can't walk out of it. So yeah, that's practically what I've done so far. I just want to give a quick credit to a video which I'll put, I'm not sure where it goes in the evaluation or something like that, which helped me with the collisions because before they weren't that good, and this has actually got very nice, it's to the pixel, that's how good it is. So it's really nice collisions and I'm very happy with it, and yeah, just a thanks to the video which I'll link off in the evaluation written part. So that wraps up this video, and I'll see you for the next one.